There is a brand new secret blueprint to unlock. It is animated with smoke, it has a chainsaw attachment, and it's called the Disciple Blueprint for the Ram 7. Now I'm going to show you how to unlock this very easily. This is the ultimate guide step by step. The first thing that you're going to need to do is go into zombies and complete the brand new mission that they've added in. Now it's just a simple story mission, and once you get to the end, you'll be able to get the Rift reward, which will be a golden giraffe. Once you've done that, you're going to have to load back into a normal game of zombies, and there are 3 items that you're going to have to find. The first item is very simple. You're going to need the Death Perception perk, and you're going to want to go to Shaheen Manor. Once you get there, you're going to want to go to the top floor, and there is a bedroom. Once you find that right bedroom, you will see purple footprints on the floor. Once you've seen the purple footprints, you're going to want to go underneath the bed and interact with the weird whatever thing it is underneath the bed. The entity is going to speak to you, and then you're going to get a reward rift, which is going to give you your first item that you need to unlock. Now we are going to have to turn all these items gold like the previous zombies Easter eggs, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that later in this video, because that is one of the things that a lot of people are very confused about, and seemingly it's glitched for some people, but we managed to figure it out. So once you've picked up that item, the next thing you're going to have to do is get a dog, and you're going to have to take a dog to a mercenary camp and get him to kill the sergeant. Once he kills the sergeant, it's going to spawn another reward rift, and you're going to get the second item. Now to get the third item, you're going to have to go into the storm, and you're going to have to kill about 50 zombies. Once you do that, again another reward rift is going to open, and you will get the third and final item. Now I would recommend starting a brand new game, and I would recommend having all your different things. So have your items, have a scorcher, make sure you have a tier 3 crystal to put on the scorcher, a legendary tool for your gun, and as you're progressing through this match, you want to make sure that you do pack your gun to level 3, because you are going to be in the tier 3 zone for the duration of this, and then you're going to be going into a new rift. Now, once you get into tier 3, you're going to look for the purple tornado, and by it, there are going to be 3 little triangles in different areas. At each one of these triangles, there's a puzzle to solve, and then you'll be able to do a little ritual to charge up each one of the items. Now, the purple triangle will point to 3 runes that you have to shoot on each edge of the triangle. So once you shoot each one of these, it's then going to put 3 different sets of runes on a building. You have to find where they all link together, and there will be a bigger white triangle that you have to stand in the middle of and interact with, and basically that will then switch open the rift. Now, I didn't manage to get good footage of this, but you can see the runes on here. Once they turn to yellow, somebody has stood in the white triangle and they have opened up the rift. Now that is the bit that you have to watch out for, because as soon as that starts, it starts a timer. So as you can see here, my friend opened up the rift. We now have the purple circle, and you have to make sure that you put the item down with the interact button. So I made sure I did that. I then checked my inventory to make sure the item was gone, and then we knew that any of the zombies, once they have the pink glow on them, start to count towards the total. You have to get to about 50, and then once you've done that, it will then shut down the rift. Now what is supposed to happen is a boss is supposed to spawn, but for the first rift that we did, a boss didn't spawn, and it just gave us some rewards, which was really, really weird. So we're not sure if that's bugged or if that's the way it's supposed to be. Somehow we managed to activate the rift again, we did it again, and then a dog boss spawned. We killed the dog boss, and then it spawned another rift which actually had the charged up item, and that's how we knew we had completed it at that point. We then got the item and then went looking for the second purple circle, which is over here on the opposite end of Old Town. And again, you have to look for the 3 runes to shoot. Now, if someone else has already started shooting it, you can finish it off as long as you are the one to activate it and you're the one to do the summoning with your item. So at this location, my friend, again, he was quickest. He managed to find the area where he had to look. And then you'll see this little orb pops out into the sky, which shows you that it has been done. The rift is then open. You have to again find the spot where you put the item, put the item down, and then it will start spawning the zombies in again. Now on this second rift that we didn't have to do it twice. We only did it once, and a boss did spawn in once we were ready. So make sure that you are killing the zombies as quickly as you can. The biggest issue is that zombies don't actually spawn in, or you kill them when they don't have this purple glow. So make sure you're killing them only when they're inside the circle with the purple glow. Once the boss spawns in, it was a mangler this time. Again, you want to try and take him out as quickly as you can. And once you have finished taking them out, another reward rift is going to with your second charged item. Then you want to head to the next triangle, which is over on this side of Old Town. Shoot the 3 rifts like you have done for all the other times, which are the runes, which have the little checkpoints on the walls, and they're going to be in the exact order of where the triangles points are. So make sure you do that. Once you've done that, then you have to find where the runes on the building go, and then the easiest way to find the white circle that you have to stand in the middle of is to try and get to the highest point. I figured out it's going to be on this building over here because you need to be able to see all the other runes. Again, once you're in there, you just have to look out, see the white ball, interact and shoot it, and then it's going to start the process again. Now be careful. This actually starts tracking the souls, but I haven't even put the item in yet. So make sure you don't forget to put the item in the spawn point, make sure it's gone from your inventory, and then it will start counting properly. Now, once the boss spawns in, it was a mimic this time. Again, you're going to want to defeat it. Another reward rift pops, and then you'll have all the correct items. All you have to do then is head over to the tornado and put each item in its correct podium. Now, it's very easy to put each one on the correct podium because they have a little symbol at the bottom and you can be able to tell which item matches to which podium. Once you have done that, another boss, yes, that's right, another boss is going to spawn in. You're going to have to kill this one. It's very, very easy to kill this one. It's like a disciple. And once you kill that one, it's going to open the rift and unlock it so you don't have to do this Easter egg anymore. It's also going to give you a reward rift with a sigil, not an elder sigil, just a regular sigil. And then you're going to be able to go through and go into the dark ether. Now, once you're in the dark ether, it's way simpler than the other dark ethers. Use your scorcher to fly and look for the yellow beams of light. Once you find one, you'll see there's a pole. You just have to activate it and it's going to start spawning zombies in. You kill zombies in that area and it's then going to start the contract. Once the contract is started, you then basically just have to do the contract like you regularly would. So there is an ACV, which is this one that we're doing right now. So you just basically have to guide it through 4 checkpoints. Now, I will say there's a lot of zombies, so make sure you've got all your perks, all your pack-a-punch, everything like that. Potentially some juggernauts if you want to bring those in as well, sentry guns, anything that might help in this situation because it can be quite tricky. Once you've completed that contract, get your rewards out the reward rift, go and find the next pillar. Again, just look for the yellow beam of light, and then it's going to activate the next contract, which is just going to be a very simple one where you just have to guard the location while the meter goes up. And then once that one is finished, that is going to be your second contract done. Get your rewards from the reward rift and do the third one. That one is just going to be a bounty. We got a Mega Abomination. It was quite simple, and that's all 3 contracts done. Now, there is one 4th hidden contract to do before you exfil, and that is to head to the middle of the map and look for these spores. They'll all be unlocked now that you've finished the 3 contracts, and you basically just have to kill all the spores. And once you've done that, this big one in the middle will also unlock. Once you kill this big spawn in the middle, guess what? It's going to trigger another boss fight. So then you just have to take out this boss. Now, this boss is probably one of the most tricky ones out of all the bosses so far because it just takes quite a bit of damage. And what it's going to do is once it gets to nearly finished, it actually splits itself into a couple of mini bosses that you then have to take out first before you can finish completing the regular boss. Now, if you're anywhere good at this mode as we are, you'll probably have plenty of time to do this, but keep an eye on your time. If you don't have scorchers, doing the contracts will probably take you longer. Once you kill this boss, you will unlock the blueprint and it is a permanent reward, and then you can exfil and make sure you check the reward rift to get your Elder Sigil because then you'll be able to go back in and do this again and unlock all the schematics.